Let's talk about how hard it is to set up a business and run a business in 2024. Let's get into that now. Here we go. Hey everybody, Jeff Fuzzy Wenzel. Not only am I an equity crowdfunding ninja, or insert any adjective there, guru, whatever it is, I've also have been running my own business since I was like 15. I first started with a DJing service for middle school dances. Then my band started playing shows. So basically I have been hustling for a long time. And I think something that we don't talk about is the pressures of what you have to learn as the owner of the business to be successful. Let's get into that now. So this video might come across scary to somebody thinking about starting a business. It's more of a reality check of what it is that I've had to learn to do what I do right now. One, I've had to become very good at sales, meaning put this personality out there, have calls, have follow-ups, basically step into uncomfortableness every day if I want to eat. So after sales, then I get into, I have to be really good at kind of communicating through email and marketing and learning paid ads and learning how to track. So kind of learning how to be a developer to some degree. I've had to learn how to build websites, then I've had to be flexible as things change, right? Oh, I've got this great Twitter strategy. Oh, all of a sudden Twitter is kind of like, what is this, right? So like being nimble and agile on the fly, that's not a strength for everybody. You got to learn to adapt. Then you get into just fundraising in general. Had to go raise money, right? Had to be uncomfortable. I had to put my vulnerability out there and say, hey, you should believe in this idea with me. I've had to hire and fire people, right? I've had to be HR. I've had to go out and learn how to, hey, this is how you communicate these things. This is how you deal with, your employees or contractors' ups and downs or issues or underperformance or performing really well and rewarding them. I had to learn how to deal with all that. I had to learn how to be an accountant. Well, what are all these taxes and how's my company structured? So I had to put that hat on. I have to be a therapist half the time, right? Like you gotta keep that morale up. You gotta, think about yourself. You gotta ground yourself. You've gotta also do that potentially for some of your team members. I mean, should I go on? I will. There's still more. I've got to learn how to be an amazing project manager, right? I've got to be able to, I've got to give myself tasks, deliverables. I've got to do most of the time that's the work I love, but it's like the last thing you get to do. I've got to be the most creative person on the planet 24/7. Yep. And not just for my project, for everybody's project. Boom, I got an idea. Let's try that. Then I got to convince people to try that. So then I got to be a little mini salesman again, right? Like, hey, we should try this. I saw this working, But I got to be creative. I've got to squash down imposter syndrome that pops up all the time. Like, oh, I don't know. Am I really good at this? Or am I just pretending, right? Like, it's a real thing. It pops up. It eats at me all the time. And I have to go, no. I've done a lot. I've been in the weeds. I do know what I'm doing, right? But again, as a business owner, these are the things that just sometimes eat up at you. I'm gonna give just the last one, right? To block out negativity. The negativity can eat you up. It is the most important lesson maybe out of this video is your highs can never be too high and your lows can never be too low. It is all about managing and maintaining and doing this. The minute you do this or the minute you do this, you're a little bit out of control. And that's where the challenges come in. And I know that firsthand. Thought we had some highs, ended up being really, really, really low. And this is what you want. So with all that said, go start that business, go raise that capital, come talk to me, be inspired. If you're not inspired today, reach out to me, I'll inspire you. We'll have a conversation. I'll give you more of the good stuff, right? All right, have a great weekend, everybody. I hope you guys had a great week. If you guys, hey, here's something. Let's do this together. Comment below in this, like your wins this week. Just give me little mini wins. I got a mini win. Might work for a company full time. Maybe that's a win, right? When I say full time, just like jumping in and like really helping out one company. Maybe that's the win for me this week. I don't know. All right, later.